Hello everyone, and welcome to Cars, Grilling, and Technology. This is Will. I say this, it seems like in almost every video I have done since I got this car, but it just seems like it takes forever for the car to come, and then once it gets here, time just starts flying like crazy. So I'm doing this video because it was 1 year ago already that I got my allocation and actually submitted the order to get this car. So a little bit later in the video, I'm going to do like a time frame from day one of getting on a list to when the car actually got here. But just to go over what we've got, is this is a 2022. This is a 2LT hardtop convertible, and I'm going to go over the options that I got on it. It's funny with these cars, they come so loaded, you don't need to order a lot, but this one I ordered the Rapid Blue, which was $500, the Tension Blue seat belt, which was $395. Yes, getting a colored seat belt costs almost as much as getting a color upgrade for the whole car, but whatever. Front lift was $22.60. Carbon flash roof and nacelles was $12.95, and the performance exhaust was $11.95. And as far as options go, that was it. As you see, I've got the Sky Cool gray interior. What would I do differently if I was ordering this car today? I still like the color combination. I will admit that the Sky Cool Gray is a lot harder to maintain than I would have thought when I first got the car, but just kind of got to get on a schedule to clean them once every month or so. And once you get some good stuff, I use the Adams Polishes leather cleaner, and it makes them look like new in no time. But once you get a routine, it's not bad. But let me show you the main reason why I had to order the front end lift, and then we'll get back to talking about the car and what I would order if I was going to do this again today. Stay tuned. I am back. I don't know how well you can see this, but you should be able to see it pretty good. Is that in my development, everybody's driveway has a hump like this. So that is probably a good 2 or 3 inches that you've got to navigate the car over. Even with front lift, this is very, very close to scraping. So if I had not got front lift, this would scrape every time I would come in my driveway. The car is back there now. I don't know how much, you can't really tell how close it is looking at the car, but yeah, that would probably hit almost every time that I came in my driveway. So I knew the front lift was something that I would need. I think it's really expensive, but once you factor in the overall cost of the car, and when you're doing this, you want to get everything that you need and want, because you don't want to be foolish with the small stuff. And in the long run, I think it's a good move. But that's why I had to get front end lift. I'm sure there's a lot of other people watching this that have a similar situation, but that's what made me get it. While we're doing this, I'm going to do another quick overview of the accessories that I put on the car. So the car does have I think it's a 5BM front splitter. Then it's got what is called black ice wheels. As you can tell, these are not the factory black wheels because they don't have the chrome around the outer edge, but this is a local company. I've got a video about their operation, and I'll put a link in the description. But that was something we added after the car. The splitter was something we added after we got the car. And of course, the high wing spoiler. something else that we added to the car along with tinted windows. So we were able to get all of the accessories and everything on here pretty quick. Oh, and I forgot, I've got the lighted door sills down there. Because like most people, I was buying stuff while I was waiting for the car to come. And with everything that was going on constraint, anything that I saw that I wanted, I just went ahead and got it. It's hindsight is 2020 because you get so caught up in buying this stuff, you don't really care how much stuff is going to cost. But I would not have believed I paid $900 for this spoiler until I went back and looked at the invoice, and I really did. So I must have had the Corvette Jones bad. But the one thing that I would order for this car again, if I was going to order it today, is I would order the factory booklet. I think the factory booklet, when they, you know, outline how they're building your car from start to finish, is really, really cool. And I can't believe I didn't order that. I think that, you know, once I started looking at the overall cost of the car, and like most people are going to do, you're going to start trying to re-justify things when you get to the end, unless you're somebody who just has lots of money sitting around and doesn't care. But I really wish, I think it's like $800. I really wish at this point I would have spent the extra money and got that book, because that's a keepsake. Even after you don't have the car anymore, that's something that you can keep forever. So other than that, I would order this car exactly the same way I did today. I still love the color. The rapid blue still gets a lot of compliments, and plus it's unique, I think, because of the overall color, and because this car looks exotic anyway, and Lamborghini does have a color that's very close to this. I think that's what makes the rapid blue stand out. But that's going to be it for the outside of the car. I'm going to go in and go over the time frame from start to finish on when I put in my order and got on the list and when I actually got the car. Stay tuned. I'm not sure how well this chart is going to come out. The only reason I'm including this is on all of the forums you always have people say or ask, how long did it take for you to get your car? How long was it in between 3,000 status to 3,400 status? So what I wanted to do was include my entire Corvette journey. So this is exactly what happened for me to get my car. So I've got on here, I paid my first refundable deposit on 8/25 of 2020, and I was gonna get a white hardtop convertible with a red interior. On 9/10 of 20, I paid more deposits at 3 additional dealerships. In January 2021, like most people do, I changed my order and went from white to red. And I was totally set on red until I kept hearing people say, rapid blue, rapid blue. And looking at pictures, I was not a fan, but everyone said you have to see one in person. So in March of 2021, a dealership that I had a deposit with had a rapid blue in stock. I went and saw it in person and I was sold. So I changed my order to rapid blue, hardtop convertible, black roof in the sails, and sky cool gray seats, which, as you know, that is what I have. In March 19th of 2021, paid deposits to Ciocca, and on March 22nd, paid a deposit to McMulkin. September 13th, I received a call from Ciocca with an allocation and ordered the car. McMulkin called a week later, so both of them were about the same amount of time. I did the deposit at McMulkin about 3 days after I did at Ciocca, so back then they were running neck and neck as far as how long it takes. Total time waiting for allocation was 13 months. I was only on a list at Allocation and McMulkin for 6 months before I got an allocation. So, you know, hindsight is 20/20, and people always say, if I knew then what I know now. If I had known about Allocation and McMulkin, or back then it was Corvette and McMulkin, I would have put a deposit down on the car in August of 2020, and I probably would have got a car in maybe 6 months or less. So the car went a 9/12/21, went to 3,000, 10/5/21, went to 3,100, 10/11/21, went to 3,300 with a targeted production week of 10/25/21. Talk about waiting in agony. Once you get the targeted production week of your car, it seems like time just stops. 10/25/21, it was still at 3,400, and the car was scheduled to be built on 10/28. But the factory went to one shift for that week, so it delayed my car being built. The car was built on 11/8/21. The car arrived at Allocation at 11/15/21, and 11/17 the car was delivered and we were rolling. Total wait time was about 15 months. I know it's longer than that now, and for anybody that's waiting, just hang in there. It doesn't seem like it's ever going to come, but it will come. But that was my journey, you know, as far as how long it took me to get the car. And with this video, just talking about it being a year already since I placed the order. And if you're thinking about ordering one, I would highly recommend getting the book, because that is the one thing that if I was doing this over again, I would change. So that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. And of course, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe, hit the notification button. We are trying really hard to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you like the content, or if you don't like the content, send us a comment. You know, we're always trying to look better. And we will catch you in the next video. Take care.